already. Something with the gang, and then you got with the Stinx. You got Stinx coming into it, especially with the whole gang, and then you got the whole other thing coming into it, and you got the whole village slows. But you got the view and everything. The view coming out from there and stuff like that. Especially with everything else. You got with the whole thing, but mainly what stinks and coming into this with the whole gang and mainly everything else, especially with the everything else how you seeing it. I'm seeing a whole bunch of different things, coming into this whole thing right here, but with the whole thing and everything else, polluting with the whole gang.
He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You can find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in bricks. He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You can find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. He ain't gang on the wing,
Ooh, you can find me in the garden or the kitchen, and then he said, he ain't gang. He's part. He is part of the victim. He is part of the evictions. Like they say, the people that be going and they see something and they go back and they go tell, he's part of the. Hey, he ain't gang. He's part of the eviction. You can find me in the garden, in the kitchen. Like, ooh, that's some. Just with that one, like I never heard that one right there like that. Hey, that's some cool little things, and then with the whole thing, everything else too. Shout out to Brixton, because they doing their thing too, coming into this whole like thing.
the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You can find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You can find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. 2021, it was me and my gun. 2022, when the year just begun. Take a shot of rum, take it to the throat.
Oh, and he's letting us know. 2021, it was me and my gun. 2022, it's just me. It's just me getting started. Like, hey, you getting started, especially 2021. We didn't lost it was, I feel like, 2021 wasn't a good year. Like, it was a lot of things going on too, especially, starting off this year, this is where it all begins. Like he just said, like this is where it all, I feel like everything, is going well so far right now. I mean, that's a little bit of things that's going loose, but still, it's going a little well.
My gun, 2022 when the year just begun. Take a shot of rum, take it to the throat. She's gonna make me come, trying to stay afloat. Focus on the funds, broken from the slums. Always on my own, smoking on my ones. Alley on latex, got my strally on. Nothing but smoke when I turn the Cali on. Started off broke, now she wanna marry done. They calling me a goat, you can tell them carry on. They spend the prince, let me turn my Harry on.
Who they calling me a goat? You can tell them carry on. Like, hey, hey, that meaning right there, hey, that was a tough meaning right there. They're calling me a goat, but you can tell him carry on. Like, hey, so hey, give him his proceed his credit, and he's gonna take that proceed and that credit. And he's just move on with it. Hey, he's basically taking his shine at his moment. Especially with the whole thing, especially how everything else baseline comes in and everything else. Like it's so just and trace it like creative and everything else.
Shoot for your tins when I put the cannon on. Raising the bricks, I remember Arion. Rob from the rich, need a maid Marion. Had a good year, did a few shows. Brought some new clothes, dinner with bros. Need more postcard, anything goes. You better walk good when you step in these roads. Safe at Dubai, he was in the Emirates. I was right here with the niggas on benefits. Big red hair, happy feeling like the president. Here and there, invites, calm relevant. Feeling the elegant slop on the top. Hit me with intelligence, wipe up the top. Cause I can't leave no evidence. Came from a block, bang, bang, we the resident S in these elements. He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You can find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You could find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. She got a fake rack, nice shape back, Brazilian weave, and she rate act. I stay laid back with the same whack, deliver the weed, heavy day trap.
Ooh, and the whole thing, like, hey, he putting the whole thing to it. Like he stays laid back, as the whole thing comes into it, especially with the whole thing, coming into it, especially with his type of, his funds and his, his courtesies. Like he putting the whole thing into it, like he's putting different, cetras to it and everything else, like especially the way he's liver sitting too, especially with him just moving around too, like the different parts too, especially, the different parts where, he was particularly shot this at, like, you got them different moments where it's like different C's and different, E's, and then with this whole thing, especially him moving consistencies.
Shape back, Brazilian weave, and she rate act. I stay laid back with the same whack, deliver the weed, heavy day trap. I hate prison, I wanna start living, but anyway they see us boys wanna nick him. Something's gotta change, nothing stays the same. Stuck up in the game, feeling kinda drained. Sold every drug, known to the tugs. Cold as a cub, throw you a slug, but I need to progress. Think I'm losing focus. Slide pats, big splits, burn to the roaches. Watch for the vultures, keep clear. Yeah, they will whisper in your ear. Can't stay out of trouble. Every day's a struggle, got me in the bubble, trying to keep it humble. Destructive smoke when I clutch, just roll with a cutlass, known for it, fuck this. Yeah, many years behind, but I know better, need to lift the grind. Boxes off the line, shot all the time, shot a couple nines, profit off a crime. Yeah, that's how I grow, got it from my bro, move it on the low, watch out for the pole. Chewing a bit near fish fry. This my life, what I live by. Daddy ain't shit, but I did try. My princess is distant, I miss guy. They don't understand me. Did it for my family, being all I can be. Police can't stand me. Wanna do me like Saddam Hussein and hang me. But I told them it's real.
Ooh, he just getting the benefits and everything. Like he just getting started, off of everything that's just going off. Like he just giving us his procedures, even the, a little bit of his, his lifestyle too, because he's going from every particularly moment. Like he's in every stage that you can even think of, and the whole thing. Like he's giving us the particular moment, him having his standbys and everything else. Like he said, a lot different things can't stand him, and then you having all these other things coming into it, and he just putting his different things onto it, like he's going different concentric places, like and then now now he's in a whole little concentric mall. Looks like he's in a concentric mall and everything else, so it's different, it's different things going on, different decorations too, because everything else, especially how the whole thing is moving, how the whole thing is, processes, especially where he's, what he's doing.
Back out of prison, home and I'm chilling. Feel like I'm living, sauce when I'm spilling. Baddie on the phone, catting to give me the kitten. He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You could find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. He ain't gang on the wing, he a victim. On the road, man, we'll hold him and pitch him. You could find me in the garden or the kitchen, or in Brixton, chilling with a tick-tick. She got a fake rack, nice shape back, Brazilian weave, and she rate act. I stay laid back with the same whack, deliver the weed, heavy day trap.
100%, forgive me. Let me reel it back, cause you don't know, man. Always put respect on your thing, cause you don't know. You're my brother for life, you know, like that. 100%, man. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy you're out, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, Aki. I'm just happy. I'm happy. Every time I see you on videos, every time I see you make a track, every time I see your face out there, every time I see a picture of you on the road, I see you next to cars, I see you at the lights. Wallahi, Aki, I'm just so happy. My heart just feels happy, again. Wallahi, yeah, man, good people. Even though man do bad things in man's life, man, good people at heart. You know, like that?
Love ya.
Hey, with this whole thing though coming into right here, especially with everything else, with the whole out now on all digital platforms. So make sure you guys definitely go go present with this. He said he stayed laid back, everything else, especially with the gang and everything else. And then he said something about the pigeons and you know, the whole thing. It was a mixture of everything, you know. Like he was doing a whole thing, like he was doing the whole thing and everything else. But I'm messing with the whole, you know, the cover picture and everything else. Like, you know, especially coming in with Stinx, you know, he be having a whole thing, you know, just on another present. Like, you know, even the whole thing was already coming in, how the whole thing was already blazing and everything else. You know, he came in with the whole gang, you know, especially with the gang, you know, especially with the mob. Like, is you doing all this other stuff though? You ain't with the reciprocal gang, you know. You can't be part of the reciprocal gang, but you know, with the whole everything else coming into it. But make sure you guys definitely get this one like, subscribe, a comment, and everything else. Make sure you guys definitely go tune in with this one and everything else, you know, because you know he came in with a whole balance thing, you know, the whole thing, you know, especially with this whole thing and everything else, and you know, coming into this, but just with this one.